Well, here we are. No, now it's recording. Right, well, here we're going to go for it again. We recorded a whole thing down in the car on the way here. And then recorded a little bit more a minute ago when we got to this really delightful hotel in Chatham. Not for romantic getaways. If you're looking for somewhere nice to, take your other half, this probably isn't it. But you can follow them on Google for updates, so that's nice to know. We are here and we are going to the marina tomorrow, my second trip. Christian's third.
It should be, if you can see, just down the estuary down there.
Over yonder.
Yeah.
Cool. We said some really good stuff in the car. I'm quite miffed at the moment.
We did, yeah.
Do you remember what we talked about?
We could be so good at lip syncing that we could just do an over.
Just dub it. Dub it into 7 different languages. Christian speaks 4 languages, so maybe we could do, what was it? Italian?
English, French, Spanish, Italian.
Great. Yeah. Cool. How do you say badly dubbed video in Italian?
Video dobado mal.
It's not that exciting, though, is it? No. Cool. All right. Well, we'll figure out what we were going to say. Anyway, trip number 3. Here we go. Morning, gorgeous.
Morning, baby.
How'd you sleep?
Not great.
How come?
Cough, you were snoring like a wildebeest, and I was hot and cold. Yeah, but ready to do some of this stuff today.
Great, okay, cool, right, well, here we go. Yeah, Christian and I found a sort of doom tower over the other side of the way, over here. I'll try and show it to you, but these windows are kind of screwed. Yeah, you can't see it. It looks like a really dangerous place where dreams go to die. There's probably people in there that need help. We should be helping them. Do you want to come on a boat? We're off trying to find good coffee, but it's Good Friday, which means all of the good coffee shops are broken. Broken? We're off to try and find good coffee on Good Friday, which means all the good coffee shops seem to be shut. That might be a side of the road Nero job. We'll see. And let's go. Let's hit the boat. Do it. Picking up the sound.
How do you know? What does it say? It's 2 of you.
Oh yeah, it's got those little bars. Yeah. This is the first bit of jeopardy on today's boat visit. Is that Christian's lost his hairbands.
I left both hairbands in the shower. And mine.
This is a great man challenge.
Floppy hair.
It's a great man challenge, right?
Floppy hair is a big deal in the wind on the boat.
I'm glad we stopped for our man buns for breakfast.
Yeah.
Hang a left. Yeah, we're off to the marina. It's actually really good coffee. If you're ever in Chatham, go to Mrs. Sourdough. Get yourself some pastries.
It smells of beautiful bread being baked in the back.
Yeah, exactly. A hive of activity on this Good Friday. I've got to say, this is pretty exciting.
Very, very much so. I'm really looking forward to spending lots of time here.
You're going to be spending a lot of time here.
A lot of time here.
I'm going to be spending some time here, but you're really going to be spending a lot of time here.
I'm really spending a lot of time at this place. Well, this is the London estuary. So I mean, everything happened here. It was the dawn of the British Empire, going to conquer the world.
Look what happened. Payback's a bitch.
Exactly. It's just right around that little corner.
Yes. So we're going to find a little cheeky parking space.
Yeah.
I can see why you need a hair tie though.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want to be operating a bandsaw or a skill saw and then suddenly...
Well, I haven't got that, but I've got an angle grinder and a... Aha! Yes. Got some moisturiser. Just found that as well. This is a naval boat polishing machine.
Where'd you get that?
And I got it years ago from Germany. It says Bund. Bund is like the German army. And I bought it second hand. It's basically the most powerful sander on the market, and they use it to polish boats, sand boats, and polish boats. So yeah, it's a beast.
And it's going to work with this little noble steed that you got yesterday.
Colour. Look at that.
Matchy matchy. Here she blows. The Greater Manchester Challenge. Actually, currently known as Sonstagkind, Sunday's Child. This is going to be the first time we step on board as proud owners. Gosh, she's in the right state, isn't she?
I'll drop this down here. That's how it looks.
Sonstagkind, the above-named vessel, her tackle, apparel and furniture being in the custody or possession of the Admiralty Marshal by virtue of a warrant from the said court. All persons are hereby cautioned not to attempt to remove the same or interfere therewith without the authority in writing of the said Marshal or of his substitute, otherwise they may be proceeded against for contempt of court. Well, that's going to need to come off soon, isn't it? I think Christian knows the story, but I think someone bought it and then got charged with something and it got taken off him, so...
Yeah, we want this wheelhouse kind of off to access the engine room and remove the engine. And I think, judging by this, someone started caulking the top of it, didn't quite finish. And although this seems really solid, a lot of the water ingress would be on the edges here, so that's lifted. And I think basically any area around here in the corners is where water would have stagnated in a little pit and rotted the wood. So I think we want to modify the back of the deck anyway, so I reckon we take this whole thing off and start again. We're going to do a bit of sanding today in the hopes that the deck here in various little spots is salvageable. It sounds hard on it. Yeah, it's teak, so I mean, it does stay hard, and it's got, out of all the woods out there, it's probably got one of the best water permeability factors than any other wood there is. But it's been out here abandoned for a good 15 years. We don't really know the true story. Has somebody in those 15 years been on here occasionally oiling the deck or doing a bit of upkeep? We don't know. No one seems to know. So we'll do today. We'll do a bit of sanding and see what the colour of the timber is under the grey and the moss and the flora. You can tell if wood is still hard and durable. And the higher pitch it is, you tap them together. So that seems all right. And looking at this, all this teak, all this is good solid timber. That's not going to, that can all be salvaged. We'll have to see, down the line what we want to salvage, what we want to modify. But I think the whole goal here is to reuse as many materials as we possibly can. I think that's just a philosophy that we should
keep. Good maxim. It's a good maxim. Yeah,
exactly. We could maybe do a little promo for fishermen today as well.
The Fisherman's Friends.
They're my favourite. Oh hi, I didn't see you there. I never go anywhere without these. I've taken a box of Fisherman's Friends with me on every trip, every festival, every driving excursion.
Media training.
Media training. I really need to get better on camera.
We're getting the fine on there now.
Yeah.
Wow, look! My goodness! This is Christian's first time using a camera and my first time oiling a deck. It's not strictly teak oil, this is Burt's Bees, but we're going to see what it comes up like here. So I'm going to put a big lump on. And we're going to rub it in.
You want to see the richness of the colour. Oh, that is coming up lovely. Yeah, I think the deck is salvageable.
Look at that!
Lovely.
Have you seen that new Kiwi advert? It's a guy oiling the deck.
It's so good.
Oh, you've got to take care of your dick.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Morning.
Good morning. I'm pretty happy with that. It's got some really rich colouring in the wood, which is a sign that the wood is still strong and can be revived. Obviously, there's some lifting here. That could be because there's some kind of species of greenery growing beneath that, so that might have to be lifted. All of it needs recaulking, but the teak is still in good condition. So I reckon we can get away with not redecking the whole deck. There'll just be areas we'll have to address, but all in all, that colour and its vibrancy are really promising. We've saved ourselves, hopefully, a rather large job. So we may have a tip on the whereabouts of the masts. We know that the marina has a boom for us somewhere, whether it's the mizzen boom or the main boom, we don't know. But a lovely chap called Rob, who owns the speedboat down there, he brought back from Ibiza, suggested that we
Big
try.
night out. Woke up, he had the keys to the speedboat.
In his pocket.
Dragged it home on this Ranger that he spent 600 hours restoring. He's a bodyworker himself. Look at that. Beautiful.
Love the tyres on it.
So, what's the place that they might be?
Medway Bridge Marina, which we're going to pop down there now and hope that they're open.
I mean, that would be such a result.
It would be. It'd be a real result. If we can, even if they're not usable, we'll have the dimensions. We'll have basically a template to use to rebuild, build ours from scratch.
Christian, tell me what you see.
Well, I'm wondering if that is a boom and a gaff or a couple of booms to go on our boat. I mean, if they're literally right opposite where our boat's moored, and they're made of timber, and they're probably just about the right size for a boom, maybe.
Okay.
So that could be, maybe that's them.
I mean,
Still no masts.
Still no masts, but if we find the mast at this other place,
Yeah.
this is a very good start.
This is a very good start.
So we've got 40 minutes to get me to the airport and also go see if we've got some masts.
Fingers crossed.
So unfortunately, because it's Good Friday, it seems that the office isn't open. So we're going to have a little wander around. We've ordered a couple of bacon, egg and sausage rolls from Kelly's Kitchen. And we're going to go see if we can have a snoop.
That one, that's
aluminium.
yeah. It's a wooden one. No, okay. It's worth a shot.
It was worth a shot. Yeah. So sadly, the old boy who we've met, who's been here 11 years, doesn't know anything about a couple of long wooden masts. But we're going to give Sam Dallas a call on Tuesday. She's been here for about 20 years. And if anybody knows anything about this yard, it would be her. So I'll give her a call on Tuesday and ask about these masts.
For a moment there, we thought we might have found a man who knew that the boat had come here. Funnily, it turned out to be a different boat that was launched a little bit earlier. However, he used to teach people how to sail with Paul Bew, who was the original skipper from our boat. You might have seen in a fundraising video. How weird is that? I suppose everyone knows everyone in the sailing game, don't they, Christian?
Yeah, mate. It seems as much.
Right. Well, no masts, but we're going to give him a call on Tuesday and talk to Sam Dallas.